So one thing I think we're missing in Western society, meaning European society, is a collective vision, a shared unity in a problem-solving activity. Because I feel like without that, you can fall for anything. Like I was watching a movie the other month from the mid-1950s in the United States, and they're like, we got a young country, see, we got to build it together. A man's got to work, we got to build this country up. So back then, before the social degeneracy was glorified by the Zionist media in the 1960s, people had a sense of moral obligation to work together to build the nation. And, similar in Australia. Whereas now it's like, there's no patriotism, there's no love, there's no nationalism, there's no Christian values. And what it's done is made people like, what's the point of getting up in the morning? So I can get a Bugatti so I can get some access to, to suitable bachelorettes? Is that all there is, Or like for activism, to save the tree, save the blacks, save the browns, save the gays, save the turtles, save the something. And it's like, that doesn't really tickle my boat unless you're medicated, because obviously you see all those issues, like it's, it's been put there to take away from anything real, anything of substance. And we need a sense of shared collective vision. And to me, the most basic thing would be a form of nationalism with an underlying Christian foundation. Because that, to me, capitalism, what we've got going, it's not perfect at all. Farthest thing from it, but it's the best we've got. And so we just need a few tweaks. And think about the ramifications that will trickle down if there was a sense of nationalism. Like people, they felt like a patriotic urge to be the best versions of themselves. And the best version of themselves would be a guide by the Christian ideology. Like the family unit, and having this competitive environment, but it's patriarchal, male-dominated, because think about it, you need to find out who is worthy of contribute to the gene pool. You want a strong gene pool, and that means that only the best men get to get married and have kids. It should be sacred, and women will only lay with a man if he proves himself somehow to make himself worth in the social hierarchy, because we're not living in a world with free money forever, okay? Centrelink has only been around because we were the bad guys in war crimes, and so we've had a bit of spare money from debt, but future generations are paying for it, including Gen Z and Gen Y, like me. But that's not going to last forever, so you think about it, it's not even a choice. You do need Christian nationalism. That's the only way to survive sustainably. Look what happened to the boomers. I see them, because they had easy ride, they haven't got any real problems to solve, so what do? Sports and watching the news about all the did you hear there was a car crash down in Karen Downs, and bloody it's like there's because there's not the affluence, the falsely gotten affluence has made them susceptible to create fake problems to fill that God-shaped hole inside their heart, and everything will trickle down from that. I think every country should love their country, not because it's be all end all, but it's a guide, it's a general thing to get you through the day. Because it just works. And I have fallen victim to radical left-wing cultural Marxist values to say, it's all meaningless. Yeah, just wear a beret and just smoke cigarettes and just sip espresso and wear a striped t-shirt and be like, fuck the government. It's like, come on. You got to grow up, buddy. Who do you think gave you the opportunity to sit back and be like, nothing is worth living for? That's only because your ancestors worked hard to set you up where there's enough grain and shelter from the storm that you can actually ruminate and ponder what is your point of existence. I'm a wanderer, you know. That is a luxury. And all the countries that are doing well now, Kenya, China, India, they are patriotic. Europeans are not patriotic. They hate themselves. They hate themselves and want to die. Europeans hate themselves and want to die. The black, the brown, the yellow, they love themselves. They want to prosper. You understand what's going wrong here? White people want to die. Brown people, black people, they want to live. They want to thrive. That's not right. That has been orchestrated by someone who wants us dead. They want us out of the gene pool because they know we're the biggest threat. They know we're the biggest threat because we built this world and we have just the right amount of intellect and heart in harmony. Especially Anglo-Saxons. Obviously, I'm biased, but think about it. It's a balance of intellect and heart in harmony. Brains meets brawns. You need that in harmony, and everyone should love their own. Like why is it socially acceptable for Indians and Vietnamese and Kenyans and Uzbekistanians? They all love themselves.